Good morning, brothers and sisters. I hope that this video finds you well. I'm having a little bit of a rough day. Kind of been starting off depressed, which I hate to feel this kind of depression, but you know, I know, it's kind of a depressing day for some people. I like rainy days. I mean, it doesn't bother me, but you may say, well, that's the reason why you're depressed. No, really isn't why I'm depressed. I don't know. My medication just don't mellow me out. Don't metal me out like it's supposed to. Don't metal me out at all. Makes me more like aluminum, and I want to bend, and I can't because if I bend over, I'm not going to stand back up very fast, and something else could happen in the process when I bend over and go to stand up. And I can tell you, it comes from the lower region too. From the middle region to the lower region, out the rear end of the situation, there will come a thunderous applause, and it's neither thunder or neither applause, but after it's done, you can tell in the atmosphere what it was. Now, I ain't telling you nothing more than that, but that's just the way it is with me. But that was your kind of one of your jokes for this video, talking about a toot art. I'm talking about toot art. You can get around from saying that F word, toot bomb, or yeah, toot art, toot art a bomb, toot art a bomb, toot a bomb, toot a bomb, whatever it is, whatever. Anyhow, getting back to what I was saying. You know, as I think about things, I mean, I've always got thoughts going through my head, not really going in any sequence that I know what I'm thinking. I mean, I do if I really want to set my mind on something that's got me puzzled. But most of the time, my mind's clear. I mean, I can actually know what it means when the pastor would say, okay, if everyone's thoughts and hearts are clear, let us close the service. You know, I kind of know what that means. I mean, if you've got a lingering question and you're in a church that you've been going to for quite a while, you know, not a lot of churches say if everyone's hearts and minds are clear, let us dismiss in prayer. You know, after everything's said and done, I mean, if it's something you don't want the whole congregation to know, go to your church. If you have a church counselor, go to them, or go to your pastor or the assistant pastor or one of the deacons of the church. Now, I realize a lot of these offices in churches today don't hold much power, and they don't even care about what. They just want the name to make them seem, you know, and it's sad. The younger generation, not the older. Well, I guess some of the older generation's the same way too. I'm the deacon at the church. How old are you? 102. I ain't had to do no deaconess since I've been there, but I like being like the title, you know, deacon church, Deacon Barlow. And the reason why I'm Barlow is my last name's Barlow, but I'm low on the bar of the deacons too. I'm the last one in line top. But well, if you're at the top, you're the top one. Not at our church. We start low and build up. Exactly. Oh, and at the top of the list. That must be a good one. I wouldn't agree with that, but that's kind of crazy, you know. What the deacons are for and what the preachers are for, and it isn't only to make rules for the church, because you're not supposed to. God is the runner of the church, and if it goes against His word in any way, what they're doing, then it's not to be done in a church that serves the living God. It's supposed to be done by God, not by man. Deacons and preachers and, you know, and just altogether, you know, members of the board, members of the board. You just got to know it like this, you know, their job is to making sure all that the congregation is in a proper, because you know they're there to help you to understand. It's not about keeping the building up. Yeah, that's important too, but it doesn't take 20,000 meetings just to fix a roof. Just fix it and get it over with, you know. But they're there also to counsel the congregation, to counsel their church attendees. You know, a lot of churches don't even notice that someone's missed for quite a few weeks or so. They don't pay no attention to it. and then that person ends up slipping away from them, and before you know it, they're in the world. Why? Because not one person in that church thought enough to go see that person. See, it's supposed to be about giving your kind and consideration of your heart to others, letting them see that they do matter. You know, with me, I don't have a church, and I really don't have any. I don't really have any thoughts of getting to go one either, because I can't leave my house, because I don't want to leave my brother, and I don't want to take him to church. People can't tell me that you don't have a bunch of germs in that church flying around. Me or him, neither one needs them. I would like to have, but I guess it's not God's will. And if it's not God's will, I don't need it. But I would like to have a little get together with brothers and sisters in Christ and study the Bible maybe 3 times a week or something, or twice a week would be, even once a week would be great, you know. I get what I get what I get from the word. I mean, is on YouTube. I watch Uptime, which is a bunch of I think there's some preachers in there, and some brothers in Christ that talk about things leading toward the rapture and all that stuff, and I also listen to John MacArthur, and occasionally I like listening to Bodie. I can't pronounce his last name. He's a black gentleman. He is a good preacher to listen to. By George, I think you finally got it. Anyway, what? Get what? Oh, don't ask. I know you're sitting there thinking, what has he got? I don't have heartburn, so there you go. I don't know what I've got. It's kind of like my mind just dwindles and what goes back and forth on things, and there's nothing there. It's like an empty ship, you know, going side to side, and it's like there's just one little ball that's on the floor going from one side to the other. And that's all that's moving in that ship to keep it going, is that one little ball. And if it keeps going back and forth through all the outlets, it's going to find a hole and it's going to get stuck. Then the ship's going back and forth, and there's nothing going back and forth on it, see? Until that ball gets back unstuck, and it's going back and forth and back and forth, you know. That don't make no sense. Don't worry about it. It didn't make no sense when I was saying it. Just trying to show you that, you know, in this world we can be silly or we can be serious, and right now we really need to be serious. Laying all jokes aside, I know you guys think I'm crazy, but I'm not. I'm just having fun. Because I don't have anybody here with me but me and my brother. My brother is nonverbal, so he doesn't have to talk. He says, I love you with his eyes. Like, I told him while ago, sitting here in my chair, I said, I love you, Bubby. You going to tell Bubby you love him? And he clapped his hands. That's the way he says I love you to me. He's a doll baby. And I wouldn't, you know, no one in my family would I ask for anyone different. I mean, my oldest brother, there could be a different version of him, 9.20, that's nice, neat, kind, considerate, and loving God. That's the one I'd like to have. But I got the 2.5 liter one. Likes to cuss people out, likes to drink his beer, smoke his weed, and be a redneck. But you know what? I love my brother Chuck. I do. I love him with all my heart. I just can't be around him because he likes to put me down because I'm big. Apparently I'm fat because I eat too much. It is like almost 10 o'clock in the morning. I've been up since 7. I have eaten nothing. Usually don't eat nothing till around in the evening. I have my one meal. There's some days I eat more, other days I don't, you know. But that is not what he sees. He sees me as a fat overweight wildebeest, or all the other names he's called me. That was very hurtful. You remember Shamu and Moby Dick? I've been called every one of those. And you might be sitting there laughing, but you know what? It's not funny. It truly hurt my feelings. We can't be doing that to other brothers and sisters. You know, I wish I could belong to a good church that the people cared about people. I like to be on a committee at the church that goes around and checks on people when they're not able to make it into the church, making sure they're okay, letting them know that you're thought about, because if you don't show people you're considerate enough to show them that you care, you love them, and you're worried about them, then what are they going to say? Well, this is no different than my family here on earth. Well, leave me alone. And in most cases, now there is some families that are close knit. Mine was with my mom and my dad and us kids, but as far as me and Jason, as far as us and our older brother, we love him, but it's better to do that from afar because he's very hurtful in his words he chooses to use toward us. Today's been a very rough day starting out, and I don't really know why. I mean, it's nothing really different about it. Because it ain't quite Mom and Dad's anniversary of their death yet. That's the 22nd and 23rd of this month. And if my brother Chuck, if you see this, Bub, it ain't that I don't love you. I love you with all my heart, but I can't be around you because you can't respect me enough not to disrespect me. And that hurts. That really hurts. That's why you don't hear from me and Jason. I'd rather not listen to the F-bomb when you're cussing and all that stuff. I'd rather not hear any unpleasant words because as a child of God, we don't want to hear them. So if we don't hear them, we're better off for not hearing them, okay? We won't repeat them. And I ask God to keep those all in my vocabulary. Please, Lord. Brothers and sisters, I don't know if this video you'll consider it important or not, but to me it is. I'm doing this video to show you that people need respect. People need to be checked on to know that someone does care, My brothers and sisters in Christ, I have one on my messenger that listens to the videos here too. He shows me that he cares. He'll message me and he'll say, I hope everything is well with you today, brother. And we're trying to find a time that he and I can talk about, about everything. He believes what I believe, and we're basically on the same understanding path. That's what the one thing that some of these people's got to get in their head. I got a bad knot in my hair. I hate those things. But anyway, like I was saying, we talk now every now and then. His name's Brother Thomas. And then I have another brother, Jay. We talk. He called me yesterday. And then I have sister who wants to remain nameless, so just say sister, and her sister Sledge. And we talk, and I have a few others that'll message me on Facebook every now and then. They're not around me constantly. They're out of states and stuff, so I don't really expect them to really be, up to par checking on me and stuff. Like right now, you remember I told you guys I was waiting for my my check from the government to come in. My federal tax check. Well, it turns out I'm not getting it. They're taking it, so I'm kind of up the creek without a paddle tool. Yeah, without a paddle. Okay, get up, baby. We gotta get up. Come on, get up. That's baby girl. See? There she is. There she is. See? There she is. Hello, everyone. I'm here. My name is Hello, Daddy. What do I need to do? I'm trying to get the chair closed, Missy. I can't get it if I can't get the lock thing. Okay. Go ahead and get up, baby girl. Get up. We gotta get up. Go on. Go and get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. She's got a hard time getting up out of a hole. Go ahead, go. There you go. Jump down. There you go. Good girl. Okay, but anyway, brothers and sisters, this is how a fat man gets up out of his reclining chairs. Anyway, like I was saying, brothers and sisters, You know, okay, there we go, that's better. Now you can back up here. Come on. Come on. Get back up here, baby girl. Come on. You coming here, baby? Come on. Anyway, so getting back to what I said, you know, it's kind of hard for me right now, me and my brother. We're making it. God's getting us through. And I actually asked a friend that, well, he's almost like family. You know, I watched him and his two brothers and his sister when they were little for their mom, and I love all of them dearly. I really do. One of them I ask you guys to pray for because he's in a lifestyle that's not, it's not of God. It's really not. It's a lifestyle that I was delivered out of, the homosexual business lifestyle. He told me, he said, as I messaged him, let him know I loved him, because I love him, I just don't agree with the way he's living, you know. And he said, I'm doing good, I hope you are too, and love you too. He said, I'm getting in a trailer park and moving in all my family in there with me, and I'm like thinking, okay, is he talking about family as in family in this life he's living in, which is a homosexual? In other words, LGBTQ trailer park? Or is it family as in blood family, you know, that was born with him, like his brothers, his sisters, his aunts, his uncle, whatever it may be. I didn't ask any of them questions. I don't understand, because I'm almost sure that his mom owns her property and her trailer where she lives at. I asked him about his one brother, and he said he's set, you know, he's set for life, which is the one I've asked, and I ask you guys to please pray that he'll help me, or that I can find some help. I need to get some bills paid. I'm not joking you. My car's in the shop. I was looking for that money to be able to get it out, and it's not just getting my car out of the shop. It's getting my car out of the shop, getting insurance on it, getting tags on it, getting bills caught up here at the house. I know God will get us through. I know He will. You know, I'm praying either for the rapture or some help to come through for us, because my bank account right now is majorly minused, and I've got bills coming up. I mean, my bank account's minus more than $900, $1,000 some dollars. I have overdraft protection up to that, so that's why. And then I'll be getting my check this coming next Thursday, and it isn't going to bounce a burp or burp a bounce at all, because it's just going to take it, and it's still going to be 300 and some minus. And you know, in a way, I got to tell you, brothers and sisters, it's got my nerves upset, and it could be a part of what's keeping my being depressed and hurting and want to cry. I just got my dog a while ago. By the way, she is back up here. I just held my dog like a baby in my arms, and was telling her how I can't open up to a lot of people, because I don't feel like people understand me. I mean, I've had some closeness with people, but I really haven't had a lot of closeness with them. The closenesses I've had is my brothers and sisters here in Christ. On the YouTube circuits where I met a lot of them, like Sister Cat, who lives in Florida. She used to live in Ohio. She stopped by and sees me when she can, and she hasn't for quite a few years, but that's okay. I still love my Sissy Cat. And then I got Sister Patty, which lives in PA, and my sister Linda, who lives in PA, and Brother Thomas, and all these people, Brother Jay, and these people are also, you know, living on, I guess you could say, their monthly income to get through too. So I wouldn't even dare think about asking them for help, because no, I can't do that. I can't ask somebody to help me if I know they're barely getting by themselves? I mean, and I did ask on this channel before, and I'm not going to do it anymore. I mean, this channel is not about me. It's not about, money, getting money. It's about God. It's about His love, about His soon coming. I'm just telling y'all because I need to vent to somebody. And you're my brothers and sisters. And if I can't vent to you, who can I vent to? I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm giving it to God. And I've given it to Him. But it still bothers me because my car, it's still not here. It's still not, I mean, it's already fixed and running. All I got to do is get tires put on it and insurance and tags and the sticker, which place it's got, it's going to put a sticker on it for me. And the insurance isn't really that much, but to get it legalized all the way, it's up there a little bit. And I can't get any assistance from anywhere. Like the DHHR, which is like where I get my medical insurance through. They've got to cut off on everything from A to Z. That helps when you got dry mouth. Because it gets your roof of your mouth and your gums and stuff wet, moist. But anyway, I want to ask you guys to pray that somehow I get the help I need on this, because I can't understand why I'm not getting my money, my tax refund, and then they turn around and say I owe them $700 and some. I don't see how. For the past, I think it was for the past 14 years, I'd say, if not more, that I started getting my tax returns. The first 2 or 3 years I had to pay back what I owed them. And that's from when I worked, and I was supposed to pay my own taxes only. I didn't know anything about all that stuff. But I got that all paid off, and then after that, and that was through Earned Income Credit, paid that off. They kept my refunds till it was all paid up. Now they're saying they're taking my $300 and $733 from me, and I still owe them $700 and some. How? Why? I'd like to have the answer, because what they're telling me is a bunch of jibber-jabberish bullcrap. It's telling me they're just trying to pick certain ones they can pick out of the batch, and ones that don't have money to give for anything else. Oh yeah, they can take their money, but they give these ones that's got money, these companies and stuff. Oh, they all get tax cuts and everything else, but no, they don't. No, it makes me mad, because they take my little $3,000 and some, which I was looking forward to since March, and I just found out the day before yesterday they took it, plus they want $700 more. And I can tell you right now, if they took it for the car I owed for that they came and got back about 3 or 4 years ago, those people will be taken to court. They're going to pay me back my money plus all this aggravation, because it's wrong for a big company to do that. When you came and got your product and you sold it for the remainder, you shouldn't be asking me for no money at all. I don't get upset, but when I do, I'm just hurting, brothers and sisters. I just want to get bills caught up where I can feel relaxed. I want to get my cousin paid, everything, and I just don't have any way of doing anything. I'm trying my best, but it's hard, I show other people respect by not asking for anything, because I think it's disrespectful. I think it's disrespectful in some ways. It's disrespectful to ask for help, but sometimes it's not. But I don't want to use this format that I'm on here at YouTube to be bumming money. I don't want to do that. I mean, no, I can't. I'm not, and I won't. No, I won't. I will not do it. No, I can't. I cannot, will not. Nope. I don't want to do that. I'm sorry for saying all this to y'all, because you really didn't need to hear any of it, so I'm sorry. I really am. But how can I get all this stuff done? I don't know. I'm waiting for him to get back in touch with me, and if he does, I can give him my one of my cash apps to send the money to. And I mean, I know well, like his brother said, he's set, but I had asked him before I talked to his brother, so, and they don't talk anyway. I don't know why he doesn't talk to Bubby, but there's a reason behind it. I just don't know what it is. And I hate even asking him. I'd like to be the one to be able to give people money, and I have in the past. If I got it, I'll give it. If I got money, I give it. I mean, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't. I love giving money. It's a gift that God gave me, was giving people stuff. And I can't give people money, but I buy stuff, and if they see something in my house they like, I'll say, well, take it with you. And if they'd say, oh, I don't want to take your pretty, I say, take it by all means, because I got something else to take the place of it in a box somewhere. Not that I wanted to buy stuff like that, but I like helping my aunt out, and I will continue to do so. She has a flea market on the internet, and I go to it, and I buy stuff from her and another woman. And now I got a lady on Facebook that I actually I'm just aggravated. Not aggravated, I don't even know what the word is. I'm not mad, I don't know. I don't know what I am. And a lot of people are like, well, you should know what you are. No, you don't always have to know. Because I've never really been in this position. I mean, I've been in this kind of position before, but I have never been to where I feel the way I feel right now. Like, I don't know